Greetings again. Lapha ku-Facebook, iko-radio, ngiyanibingelela naku-YouTube. This is Seize the Day. It's the Sport Bars, myself, Nkosy SA. Namhlanje-ke nginiphathele-ke the sport news-ke njengokujwayelekile, as I've told you before ngingene la ku-live-ke kade bengilalele ku-car radio ukuthi-ke today ngizobe ngiphathele i-story about Max Verstappen, and also ngizobe ngiphathele i-story about Messi and Ronaldo, and also in Madrid as well. This is what is going to be happening right now. Ngizoqala ngintshene like the short stories for sports, different codes. Ngizoqala laphana-ke with tennis. Laphana-ke city story, US Open 2021, Emma Raducanu lo kade ngimentionile-ke owesifazane odlala i-tennis ovelele wawina a US Open Cup tennis. This is a story. The 18-year-old blonde became the first qualifier in history to win a Grand Slam when she defeated 19-year-old Canadian Leibro Fernandez laphana-ke on Saturday, and she made news ngempela because she escaped from 127 sports in the world to the 23rd sports after taking the Grand Slam US Open. So another story, basketball, Batsikelana, NBA schedule for 75th anniversary season has nods to history, including Knicks, Raptors, laphana-ke NBA, by the way, izoqala on Saturday. This would be the 75th year idlala a competition yayo lapha NBA. The New York will play host to Toronto on the 1st November, exactly 75 years on the day after the Knicks and visited the Toronto Hawks in the first game of Basketball Association of America's integration in this season. It's hectic. Many things are happening with NBA. Shoots again the next week. Ngizobe sengiqala-ke nje nginika ukuthi what is happening with NBA and giving you the scores and also the standings ukuthi izinto zime kanjani. Lapha they say Joel Embiid agrees to 4-year 160 million contract extension with Philadelphia Sixers, says reports. Lapha-ke uJoel Embiid uzojoyina-ke ama-Philadelphia Sixers, and also as well sisakhuluma nge-transfer yawo lapha i-NBA. Also West Brom ngasho on the past shows ukuthi-ke he moved to Lakers. He says Russell West Brom eager to help LeBron James and Lakers homecoming after spending the last half decade ranking up spectacular numbers of teams with little chance to major success. West Brom is joining the Lakers for the 14th NBA season. So they are joining for the 14th time. Right now, we have news as well that are going around. Griezmann after the UEFA Champions League iqalile ngolwesibili, as you know ukuthi Griezmann is coming back. The Atletico player went back esuka kwi-Barcelona to a loan deal eya kwi-club kade edlalela kuyona after ke bedrawile kwi-match yabo. Ngizonilethela ama-results. The fans weren't happy and get a second debut with team yakhe kade idlalela. They had bad comments and criticism, but we hope everything is gonna go well. Where else? Liverpool and Man City were doing wonders. PSG drawing, Manchester United losing, Chelsea winning, Barcelona losing, while Bayern is winning. There are lots of things that happen in UEFA Champions League. UEFA Champions League is the biggest, by the way. Who doesn't know, the UEFA Champions League is the biggest competition in soccer clubs because it's been played by Matsima Makulu ala emhlabeni who are playing in Europe. Right now, let me bring you to the results. What happened. Okay, Amega nje ama results starting there day one on the 6th day besakuma group stages. On Tuesday bekudlala ke iSevilla bidlala ne-RB Leipzig, of which they draw 1-1 on Tuesday 14 September. And then we had Young Boys versus Manchester United, of which Manchester United was beaten 2-1. The goal was scored by none other than Cristiano Ronaldo, which I'm going to cover the story when the show goes on. And then Lille draws 0-0 against Wolfsburg, of which Wolfsburg it's imidlalo lapha eGermany, of which he's in the top of the charts ke lapha kwi-German league, of which i-Bundesliga badrawile against Lille, the defending champions of defending champions of League 1. It's hectic. Okay, Villarreal against Atalanta. Both teams are so good, and they decided to score 2 goals all. They drew, and then Chelsea won 1-0 against Zenit. The goal by none other than a beast himself, Lukaku. We see it's like there's a competition between Lukaku and Cristiano Ronaldo, which I don't want to talk about. We're gonna see as the time goes on, but I don't want to get in those conversations. Then you had Mamlo against Juventus, of which Juventus took 3 points, winning 3-0 on the same group with Chelsea. Then Barcelona, disappointed fans are losing 3-0 against the Bayern Munich again. Yeah, it's very difficult to talk about Bayern and Barcelona because it's the very thing that's made Messi splash the news last year that he wants to leave Barcelona after they beat them 8-1 score. Still, Bayern is still disappointing Barcelona even today. I know there are criticism on Barcelona, there are criticism on Messi after leaving Barcelona, but we've seen this. The Barcelona get beaten even if there's Messi or there is no Messi, they get beaten. So let me continue. Still on Tuesday we had the Dynamo Koji Ibilane Benfica, which they decided to draw all 0-0. Then we have Ipescas versus Borussia Dortmund. Dortmund taking 3 points, winning 2-1. By the way, this team isidlalelwa ke Pjanic recently, before he window close, Pjanic, the best player, midfielder, obenza indaba lapha kwi-Juventus, moved to Barcelona after they have clashed with the coach of Barcelona. So now he moved to as a loan deal, an option of buying lapha kwi-Pescas. Sizombona ke lapha in this game we have a Champions League. How does he perform after they put him in the game? Then we have Sheriff and Shakhtar Donetsk, of which Sheriff winning 2-0. This team, by the way, was their first time that debuting on UEFA Champions League. We still want to see more of them, what is going to happen or how they play, but they seem to be promising, starting with the 2-0 win, taking 3 points with Donetsk. Then we had the games yesterday. Inter Milan, Real Madrid, game that made news. We know it's a tough game, but Real Madrid was able to score 1 goal and taking 3 points, winning 1-0 against the Inter Milan. Then we have the Atletico Madrid against Porto, of which they draw 0-0. Then we had the big game, people that were watching and they were anticipating, because the lineup of this team, PSG, Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, was the era that we weren't waiting for, but now it's happening. But they decided to draw against Club Brugge, which were home. By the way, they draw 1-1. I remember the day before this game started, I was talking with my friend. I told him that PSG, even if they have conquered their squad, they splashed this season when the window transfer was opening, but I don't see them passing in this match because Club Brugge is doing wonders. Even today, they are qualifying each and every season, starting from 3 years back. So now they're still qualifying, and it's so disappointing seeing Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar unable to beat Club Brugge. We don't know, but Pochettino is protecting his players. He's saying they're still learning on one another. Okay, let me move to another game, the big game. It's a tough one here for Champions League on Tuesday. I know most of you won't understand because you weren't watching those games. I think You have to go to YouTube, check those games, the highlights, what was happening. It was hectic. Liverpool against AC Milan. They decided. Liverpool decided to take 3 points, winning 3-2 against Milan. On Tuesday, I told you I love the games where people score goals for fun, and this game was like so good. It's very nice to watch soccer where there are goals, but where there are no goals. Angazi ukuthi ngingathini. Moving into the another match, sometimes it's hard to look at other scores. You will laugh, sometimes you will cry, sometimes you'll be like, what was happening in this game? You wish you were there watching the game. We had Manchester City playing against RB Leipzig, of which this game was extraordinarily good, and it was so pleasing to watch. The game ended 6-3, 9 goals in one match. Just imagine, soccer game, 9 goals in one match. How good was that game? Man City winning 6-3 against RB Leipzig. They also got a red card, the RB Leipzig, of which I understand they are a rising team, but after they allowed other stars to go to the team, that I don't want to mention. Because ngene kwezinye itori engadingi ukuthi ngene kuzona bazobe sebethi ngithe kanti vele sengishilo. And then we had the Sporting against the Ajax, of which Ajax did wonders on this match, was playing away game. It's very important to protect yourself when you're playing at home. Why I'm mentioning this, because this game ended 5-1, Ajax winning against the Sporting. Another score, 6-goal in match. I love when I say this, but sometimes you get disappointed at other clubs. But you can't look down upon other clubs because they were beaten in the score. Sporting is also a good club as well, but it's just that they were unable to defend against these giants, Ajax, which are rising as well in Europe, who are making names and waves and waves and waves. We also had the game idlala, I believe on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken, the PSL. Okay, yes, ibidlala on Tuesday. AmaZulu, they were playing against the Super Sports, of which they decided to draw all, of which game in South Africa. There are things that I need to mention. In South Africa, we don't have goals. I think that needs to be fixed. That needs to be taken care of, because we don't have goals in South Africa. You need to fix that. The strikers need to score goals because there are no goals. As well on cricket, I know it's a first time broadcasting cricket, but I know it's new for you, but I'm gonna get used to it. Okay, bear with me. Okay, we had ODI match playing on Monday. It was Zimbabwe against Ireland playing their third game, ODI match, of which Ireland won by 7 wickets and 58 balls left kule match, of which kubeke ilo Ireland uthi ithole 1 point kule game. And then the match, this is how the match was. Zimbabwe was able to score 131, of which Ireland on their third game, Ireland was able to score 108, and then there were three wickets on this match, of which I'm so new in this. I don't know if I'm giving you the right way, but I'm sure what I'm looking at right here. We're going to continue with sports. Says the Data Sport Buzz. By the way, go to YouTube or subscribe while you're watching us on YouTube. Subscribe. If you're not watching us on Facebook, just go to Facebook, go to Car Radio, and then like our page. Every updates must post a video, or you need go live. Updates. Urabi, by the way, now ngizwe sengiqala as the time goes on. By the way, bona baqala on the 24th of September, Friday, bazobe beqala playing their first match. I'm going to be bringing you the league, the stats, and everything. I know I'm introducing many things right now because I want to bring to you the sports, because this is the day. It's the sport bars by myself, Nkosy SA. Let me go to the main news of today. As I'm going to the main news of today, I promised you Max Verstappen and also Messi and Ronaldo thing, and also Madrid story, and another legend who recently retired. But before I go to the big ones, the biggest one that are making news in the internet, maybe let me start by talking about this guy, Losit Malinga. Malinga, by the way, he's a cricket bowler. It was my first time watching the person bowling in such an awkward position. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, you should go and check on YouTube, and I'm gonna give you the links if you want the links. Where do you go? How do you bowl on cricket? Maybe if I had more space, I would show you how you bowl on cricket. But the way he was bowling, it's so awkward that you can't even, you don't think that he's very serious in the game. But this guy was hitting wickets. He's the only guy who can able to hit 4 wickets in 4 straight balls. This guy is so good in cricket. He's 38 right now. He recently retired this month in cricket. He was doing wonders. I congratulate him. He did well in this sports in cricket. He showed he had passion. Even right now, he had passion. There's a message that he wrote. Maybe let me read for you. It's just a short message. He said, "While my shoes will rest, my love for the game will never rest." You can see this guy is passionate about this sports. This guy, he made news on ODIs alone. He made 107 wickets, 80 in 84 matches. The stats, if you know cricket, you understand what I'm saying. For Sri Lanka alone, he scored 107 wickets in 84 appearances in ODIs, and then in other matches in total 295 matches, 390 wickets. How do you do that, Malinga? We don't know how does he do it, but he does his things. But again, now Vele, he has retired now on cricket. We're gonna see more of him. We're not gonna see more of him, but I'm willing to see more of him. I'm willing to see more of him right now. But again, now let me go to the main story. I'm gonna start with the game on Max. Story on Max Verstappen and the Lewis Hamilton. Um,
will cry tears of joy in his arms. I will praise him, I will worship him, I will cry, holy, holy, holy is the Lord. I will praise him, I will worship the Lamb of God, I will cry, holy, holy, holy.
Yebo yes. Bengisathathe-ke nje ikhefu kancane, but-ke bengisakhuluma ngisaqhubeka. Right now ngizoqala ngikhulume nge-story sa-Max Verstappen. By the way, there was a F1 Grand Prix in Malta, Italy. Ningixolele if I pronounce that ngendlela engekho right, but-ke it's Malta in Grand Prix ebise Italy, of which-ke this race was so good to watch, was so pleasing to watch. As I was telling you on Tuesday, ukuthi this race was so good. Nge-enjoyile ukuyibuka. The standings, by the way, abimeka nje. We had number ones on nje abantu bebekwi-podium, of which was surprising for me. There was cars from Daniel Ricciardo, of which was number one. He's driving for Mercedes McLaren. Bese uzoba noLando Norris ongelona igama elisha nakwi-podium, udrivela nakhona i-McLaren bathathe first and second position, and then uBottas wathatha the third position. This match-ke ekade ikhona, noma the race rather, abantu abawu-two who are competitors that you know is Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. As you see, maybe you're seeing the visuals right now. There was a crash on this race between Max Verstappen and Hamilton. But let me explain a little bit. By the way, F1 race iba nama laps, like let's say 52 laps or 72 laps or 60 laps. If ni raunda, by the way, into ezokwenzeka obviously nizoshintsha ama-tires, because ama-tires wona ahamba abe nenkinga, so you need to change tires. Maybe if fuel like you need to refill fuel kuma pit stop. Pit stop, by the way, it's a place la khona umuntu ahamba khona ayoma khona apaki imoto yakhe, so bezomshintshela amasondo benze yonke leyo nto leyo khona izokwazi ukuqhubeka. But it doesn't mean ukuthi race have to stop uma yokwenza leyo nto leyo. This race F1 imnandi ngalendlela ukuthi each and every second counts, because maybe change my tires, I don't know how they do it. Sometimes they change 1 second, 2 seconds. How do you do that? How do you change the tires in 2 seconds? I don't know. But in this race, we had before the incident. Let me bring you the stats. Max Verstappen, before they crashed Beno Hamilton, they touched my tires on the first lap. If you're watching the race, uzongvumela ukuthi this rivalry yabugade aqala, and on this race we seen them touching tires, and we thought they were going to be a crash, but ayenzekanga. Let me explain kancane ukuthi how things went with race. The crash because of ukuthi Hamilton on the corners, on race usually kujwayele ukuba khona icorner lot or I2, but this one was those tight corners that you need to drop the speed to hundreds or 90, because as I told you before, ukuthi this race the speed, they reach a maximum speed of 300 plus kilometer per hour, so they had to drop the speed low as hundreds, because the corners were like maybe 4 corners. So the first thing before the jam and all the drama in this race, Max Verstappen lost 11 seconds in a pit stop. I don't know what happened. I wish to know what happened, but I think maybe his engine was unable to start, or he was able to give the signal to the people who were changing the tires for him, but he lost 11 seconds. 11 seconds in F1 race is big, is too much. 11 seconds can cost you 5 or 7 spots down with racing Chateau do number 1. So each and every second counts in Dengisho. So as well as Hamilton also had the same drama with pit stop. he lost 4 seconds on a pit stop, but usually he hits 1.2, 1.5 seconds or 2 seconds if uhlale kakhulu kwi pit stop, but he lost 2 seconds more after ephuma kwi pit stop on the 26th lap, if I'm not mistaken. After ephumile, losing those 4 seconds, he knew that he was ahead of Max Benolando Norris, but after losing the 2 seconds, ephuma kwi-pit stop. Uma uphuma kwi-pit stop, by the way, awukwazi ukumexa a speed, so you have to low. Even ebabona beza far with the top speed of 250 or 300 plus, yena behamba ngo-100 kwi-pit stop. So i-pit stop ibiseduze kwalamakhona ade ngisho the first corner Hamilton was in the front, Max Verstappen was taking the corner with him. He forced him into the green lane, and then when they were about to reach the second corner, this is where the crash went in. Before ngichaza ukuthi kwenzakala kwi crash in, maybe let us hear from Hamilton himself ukuthi uthini ngalento.
Obviously just ahead we had a bit of a slow stop, but came out braking into turn 1. I made sure I left a car's width on the outside, and I was ahead going into the corner, and next thing I know, I guess Max went over the second curb or something like that. He obviously knew at that point he wasn't going to make the corner, and he drove into it.
And then this is his words explaining ukuthi kwenzakaleni. On this crash into enzakalile kahle kahle, they are we know them as bumpers, but they're called sausage curves, of which lama curves are they enable you kusekune shortcuts, but they enable you ukuthi uhambe at the maximum speed, because uzoshaya kwi-bump, and that can cause a crash, or that can lower the speed of your car. So in this way, at the corner, I think you saw by the video ukuthi kwenzakaleni, but I'm going to explain it in details ukuthi kwenzakaleni when Max Verstappen ethi ufuna uthatha i-corner kuqala on the left. Hamilton already blocked him and gave him space esincane wangakwazi ukuphefumula. As Max Verstappen we found this incident, he did it before in 2017 against Felipe Massa race. On the same corner in Italy, he did the same thing. Max Verstappen, what is going through in your mind? I don't know. But this crash on the 2017, they were never crashed because Felipe Massa, he wasn't able to take the corner because Max Verstappen was in the same corner as the crash happened with Hamilton. And when they were taking a crash, Max hit the sausage curve, and then his car bumped into top of Hamilton's car. So that caused the race, that's caused them, both of them, to be knocked out on the game on NDF. Let us hear Max Verstappen ukuthi galento.
I thought we were going to have a nice fight into turn 1, turn 2, but as soon as I was next to him, he just kept on squeezing me more and more to the left. And I still thought, we'll just have enough space to make it into turn 2, but unfortunately, he ran me a bit too much out of road.
So that is his words ekhuluma ukuthi what really happened but they penalized Max Verstappen, of which angazi ukuthi in both of them who made the mistake. Looking at the time right now, it's 13:33. I'm going to be continuing ngizosengenjeni ukuthi ukwenzakalani ngeke right now. I'm going to be continuing because kusane story esele. Okay, the next story I'm going to be talking about is Messi and Ronaldo. Last time I was talking about the legendary Messi. We know him. He's making history in football. In football history, he's one of the best and well respected. He was taking Ballon d'Or back to back, and right now he moved to PSG. Officially, is something that many of us weren't waiting for. We know the story, everything happened, but recently I found out that Messi had a message for Ronaldo. By the way, Ronaldo has moved to Juventus, from Juventus to Manchester United, where he made his name from wearing number 7. I will not explain the story. Number 7. He's back to Manchester United. He's doing very good. He started with a 2-goal second debut on Manchester United. Well done, Cristiano Ronaldo. And he even scored on the second match that he played against the young boys, of which they were beaten. But I'm not going to talk about that. By the way, this video that I'm going to be showing you is taken from Football News lapha channel ku YouTube. Let us hear ukuthi uMessi uthini ku Ronaldo.
Lionel Messi had a say on Cristiano Ronaldo and expressed his desire to play along with him on the same team. Cristiano is an extraordinary player. It would be great to play with him on the same team. I don't know if this will ever happen, but it would be awesome. He's an incredible player. It's very difficult to stop him. He can make a game at any time. He has everything it takes, said the leader of Argentina national team and PSG forward.
That's Messi. So we can see now what Messi wishes to play with Ronaldo, and what I like about Messi is honesty. It's honesty. These two players I'm talking about, Ronaldo has been breaking records from last year for decade, man. For 2 decades, he's been breaking records. Ronaldo, he's making his name on the from last year. We've seen him. This year we're still seeing him breaking records as well. Messi was breaking record. So we recently break a record. I'm going to talk about on Tuesday. We'll see a record that break here because of this story in Nxumalo. Messi wish to play, because last time I remember I talked about Messi planning his future to move to Inter Miami, but I think he's late talking about Ronaldo. He wanted him to play for PSG, but already Ronaldo is playing for Manchester United. We don't know how long he will stay on Manchester. Maybe he's going to retire on Manchester United. But according to MLS, Inter Miami, the MLS franchise by Beckham, want to bring them together. As if Messi is down to go to play side by side with Cristiano Ronaldo, I think that will be exciting. It's very exciting to see them want to play on the same side. But I don't know with Ronaldo, how will he be? But I think it will be better. I think that team will be the most watched team. The league that should be in will be most watched league, because the 2 legendary Ballon d'Or winners back to back are going to be playing side by side on one team. We wish to know what can happen in future. I don't know. Maybe this is just a dream or a thought, maybe, but I think this will become a reality. Talking about this, Messi, Barcelona is struggling in La Liga. We see other players are still on injuries. I'm about to wrap up the show. Things are not going well, are not going as planned in La Blaugrana. Other players are on injuries, of which is something so sad about the club. As we continue, let me talk about Real Madrid, the rivals. Real Madrid is doing good at the moment, but the manager, the CEO of this club, is planning. He has the era of the future already planned, because we know that in this past window transfer, he made news bidding for none other than Mbappe. So his future right now will surprise you. Already we have Kamavinga in the club, who's bringing his sauce as well. We have Vinicius Jr., who's still playing for Real Madrid. We have Benzema, who's playing for the club. Another youngster, Rodrigo, who was coming from Santos. Right now, I'm gonna surprise you. Paul Pogba will be free next summer window transfer, and he hasn't re-signed for Manchester United, of which is bad for you, Manchester United, because maybe they will lose his services. Currently, he's making wonders in this league. This season, he's been giving assist in his club where there is Ronaldo, and he's happy to play with them. I don't know what is going to happen. Is he gonna re-sign another deal with the Manchester United to stay more years? If he's happy, he might stay. But Real Madrid is already planning for him. They're gonna get him for free as well. They're gonna get Mbappe for free as well. Just imagine two most big players from France. These are French guys. Both of them, they are playing for France together, so they know each other. So if Mbappe goes to Real Madrid, Pogba can go to Real Madrid because they already planned for him. They have everything for him. The new era in Real Madrid has Pogba's name inside it. I don't know what is planned, but after he signs Mbappe and Pogba, how much will he have in his account to sign more players? Already we have Camavinga, we have Vinicius Jr., we have Benzema, we have Rodrigo. Real Madrid will be the difficult squad to go against. But I don't know with their defense how they're going to structure their things. But already looking at their new era, it's going to be massive. Right now, I'm wrapping up the show. Before I wrap up, just go to YouTube, Car Radio, subscribe on our YouTube channel, put notification bell so that every time we go live, you find us as well. Go to Facebook, Car Radio, and like our page so that you won't miss any show that we bring to you. Wrapping up the show, we had the story of F1 race, Max Verstappen versus Hamilton crash, of which it's caused the news in the internet. As well, I talked about Messi's message to Ronaldo, of which it was surprising for most of us, and also Madrid, a new era, and also talked about Malinga, and then I brought you our results for EUCL, UEFA Champions League, and it's very, very tough. I'm still gonna bring to you NBA Sunday, iyaqala, and then irugby izoqala on the 24th of September. I'm going to be bringing you every result and news or what is happening inside. Right now, sengiphuma angiphumi ngedwa, ngiphuma with my mother's song, Queen of the Palace. We shall see him, featuring my dad, Suoane Msomi.